Hey folks, Papa Boris here, back with another game from the Champions First Cup, a Leaders Tournament. We were up against ErfMan. This was the fifth of my games to finish. ErfMan, a very strong opponent, almost 400 elo. I was very nervous in this game. Of course, I was nervous in all the games. So now, what do? Well, we got the Wanderer and the Acrobat, and I decide to grab the Acrobat because the Acrobat's been really wrecking my face off in a number of games, including some more to come still in this tournament. So I decide to take it. My opponent does now get to take the Wanderer and the Brewmaster, but he actually picks the Brewmaster first, and then when the Rider shows up, he takes the Rider instead, going for the flexibility of being able to actually hit the enemy leader with the movement ability, as opposed to the Wanderer, who can get in close, but maybe can't finish the job. On my turn, I decide to just jump in with the Acrobat. I don't move my leader. I grab the Wanderer. Felt more exciting than the Jailer or the Nemesis, and I pass the turn. Wasn't really happy to see the Bruiser pop out. My opponent rides in with the Rider, moves the leader, gets the Brewmaster closer, and not surprisingly drafts the Bruiser. So I was a little bit nervous about this. Now we do have the Royal Guard, which is cool. So I fly in with the Wanderer. I decide to go central instead of trying to flank, because this allows me to also jump with the Acrobat. And maybe my opponent shouldn't have put the Brewmaster here to allow this jump. Maybe he thought, oh, it doesn't matter because my opponent can jump like this anyway, though maybe he shouldn't have put the leader in that position to allow that jump. But from here, it's really nice because the Acrobat's making it difficult for the leader to run backwards. I mean, he still could. You can just put the Brewmaster up, move the leader behind. But it feels weird. I like the idea of the Acrobat sticking to the leader really closely, as opposed to being over here where, you know, the leader can peel off pretty much immediately. Now I move away from the Rider, and I decide to grab the Royal Guard. You know, I figure, hey, I got the options here, let's blitz them. So we both get good characters, but the characters that I get let me get up to his leader really, really quickly, whereas the Bruiser and the Brewmaster are more of a slower game, and he's only got the one character that's getting up super fast. My opponent hits a brick, the Archer pops out. So now he doesn't have a way to keep the foot on the gas. He does get in close with the Rider, puts the Brewmaster into position, changes his mind, brings in the Bruiser, moves the leader, and then moves the Brewmaster to provide some protection against the Acrobat. This Bruiser is very strong, but this game is running really, really quickly. At this point, after he takes the Jailer to stop my Acrobat from running, I hit a brick as well, hitting the Assassin, but it kind of doesn't even really matter that much. I just walk in with the Wanderer, move away from the Rider, summon the Royal Guard, super close to his leader, and just like that, I'm threatening checkmate, and it's kind of unclear how my opponent is supposed to stop this, because the threat is just to move in with the Wanderer. You cannot Brewmaster your way out of it because the leader's not allowed to touch the square, and even if he could, it wouldn't even help. If you put the Brewmaster here, the Acrobat is there to just walk in, and these two pieces are slow-moving pieces. They can't block the space. So I decide to grab the Nemesis here, because I really wanted to take the Nemesis and win against a high-rated opponent, but of course the Nemesis isn't actually going to do anything. My opponent, I believe, makes some moves, but nothing is relevant. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think there's any way to stop checkmate. And so that was that. I think that mainly that was just the pieces I was able to draft. Although my opponent could have taken the Wanderer from me, and he also didn't have to let the Acrobat jump in all the way to his row of the board. So there may have been a chance for my opponent to offer up more of a defense. It's also possible that if he had drafted the Bruiser on the other side, he could have actually held on for longer. And used it as a defensive piece, because the leader went here, so he could have put the Bruiser here as well. So maybe there were some chances for my opponent to be a bit more resilient, though I definitely got lucky in that one. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.